Alright guys, join me as we travel. We are in Yorba, California right now. We are headed to Long Beach, so come and join me. I don't even know what street I'm in. Hey Siri, what street am I in?
You're at 21,540 Yorba Linda Boulevard, Yorba Linda, California.
I mean, the reason I'm recording is because this place is beautiful, man. The houses here are beautiful. I just delivered some stuff here, and I just want you to take a look on the right side. My goodness, this place is nice. The weather is nice here too. It's a Sunday, March 15th, I think. Is it March 15th? Yeah. Hey Siri, what's today? Hey Siri, what's today?
It's Sunday, March 16th, 2025.
Sorry, March 16th, 2025 in Yorba Linda, California. We are headed towards Long Beach. It's a long drive, but we're gonna try to enjoy it, okay? I mean, look at all the flowers. It's so nice. Spring is coming up, and California feels great. I have my windows open because the weather is so nice. Hopefully you guys can hear right. Lindsay Drive. Coming up right here. I don't even know what street I'm in. Heritage at East Lake. What street am I in? I just did a delivery, so I ended up here. It's one of those things, being a delivery driver, that you end up in such unique places. Even though I've lived in California for a very long time, there's some areas I've never been to. Okay, Fairmont. What's the name of this road? Esperanza Road. Okay, I'm on Esperanza Road. We're headed down to Long Beach. We're just gonna follow the street. We're in Yorba Linda, California at the moment. This is California, guys. When you're here and you experience driving, especially in a wealthier neighborhood, it's such a nice feeling. Come on, let me get something to eat. Let me see here. Alright, I'll be back. Alright guys, sorry about that. Had to get a little munch, get something in my stomach, and we're gonna continue on. Man, look at that train. Hopefully you guys can hear me though. It's so loud. So basically, I think I'm headed to Fullerton next. and then to Cerritos, and then Lakewood, and then Long Beach. I think that's my street. So come on guys, let's follow me. So basically, I'm just gonna tell you the reason I'm in Yorba Linda, because I delivered it's one of those Cajun crawfish spots. I delivered it to one of those estates over there, one of the nice houses, and I just dropped it off, and then decided I'm gonna go home, keep driving once I'm there. Because I'm not familiar with this area, and I don't know where the hot spots are. So Lakeview Avenue. I think we're still in Esperanza Road. No, it's changed back to Orangethorpe. So, oh, never mind. We're in the city of Anaheim as of right now. I don't know where the border was, but it changed from Yorba Linda to Anaheim. Now it's Placentia. Placentia. I can't even pronounce it. Placentia. Usually I don't accept extremely long drive. It was, I think, a 29-mile ride from where I was, but the pay was really good, and she tipped me real well, so I accepted it. If you guys want to know how much I made, I'll try to put it in, because I don't remember exactly, but it was a pretty good one. I'll try to put it in one of those video edits. Jefferson Street in Placentia. Oh my god, hopefully I'm pronouncing that city right. Placentia. Oh Lord. The Long Beacher in me doesn't know. So I'm from Long Beach, guys. Stay in Long Beach, so Orange County is far away, so to speak, from me. Bella Vista Place. That's a nice area. Chapman Avenue and Placentia. Goodness. So I live close to where the Long Beach airport is, to where the golf courses are. If you're from Long Beach, you should know where that is. But you know, driving Orange, basically Orange County, and I don't even know what county this place is, but you know, it's such a new thing because the roads are so wide as compared to when you're living in the city. Or when you're living down in Long Beach, especially downtown Long Beach, where it's crazy. There's so much open air. There's not enough trees. It just has that different feel to it. Kramer Boulevard, and I'm in Orange Thorpe Avenue in the city of Anaheim at the moment. We're headed to Long Beach. We started from Yorba Linda. Now guys, I'm gonna try to talk about some things that's sort of political, but I know if you're not from California, you always hear of talks that people are leaving California, which is true, but they're not leaving because California's turning ugly. It's just California's turning very expensive. But California is just so nice, man. That's coming from me who has lived in the South, which is the Atlanta area, and I also lived a little bit in the New York City. Not inside New York City itself, but New Rochelle. So north of the city, but still, you know, California has this different vibe. In the exact same way New York City has a vibe of its own, but it's just the weather here. I mean, it's just so different. And if you're from outside of California, you may disagree with me, which is okay. But it's just, you know, I mean, I've been to Oregon and Seattle, Washington State. I only visited there, never really lived there, but you know, I think I couldn't live anywhere other than Southern California, maybe Northern California, but Southern California and maybe New York City. It's just such a different feel. I mean, it's what makes it great, contrary to all the, you know, politics here that sucks. But it is what it is, and I'm gonna enjoy it as much as I can. Placentia Avenue. Goodness. A camera fell. You guys okay? Camera fell. Placentia Avenue in Placentia, California. I don't want to take the freeway. I wanted to take the side streets because I just like driving here in side streets. It gets me the feel of the neighborhoods, whereas the freeway just looks exactly the same all over California. But if you drive the side streets, you can kind of get the sort of the vibe of the place. Kind of like right now, I think I'm still in I'm either in Anaheim or Buena Park. I'm not sure where I am. Oh, I'm in Fullerton, city of Fullerton. If you go outside of the cities, usually Southern California has very same vibes. Unless you go to the beach cities, which have that vibe of their own. Now the reason I say Buena Park, because this feels like a Buena Park even though it's in Fullerton. Stopped at the taco and had some tacos, and now I'm hungry again. My goodness. Hasn't even been 30 minutes yet. It's 1:43 p.m. in the afternoon, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. There's a Porsche with an Arizona plate. Porsche Cayenne S. And a Texas plate on a truck on a GMC on your left side. Welcome to California. Okay, what's going on? Why is it traffic? It's a Sunday. I expect this on a weekday in California, but not Sunday. That's why. If you guys are from Southern California, feel free to comment, guys. I'd appreciate it. This YouTube channel is sort of my side hobby. I like to take pictures, and I like driving around. This is why I have a delivery job. But if it can make something out of this YouTube channel, I'd appreciate it if you guys help me out. Just here on the street, this traffic. Might have to fast forward this. When I was driving towards my delivery area, there was hardly any cars. Now it's just a lot of cars. I was hoping there wasn't any so I could show you the view. It was nice. Try to enjoy it anyway, guys, even though there's a lot of traffic. gonna open up. Brookhurst Avenue. I think I'm in Buena Park now. Let me double check. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Uh-oh. What city am I in?
You're at 1783 to 1799 West Orange Thorpe Avenue, Fullerton, California.
I'm still in for a turn. I don't know where I am. The closer we get to LA County, the more I'm familiar with it. I mean, I've been here many times, but I'm just, not in a way that I know LA County. Goodness. Not again. Oh, there's this mall on your right hand side, just after we pass this Hilton Hotel. That's a K-pop mall. So if you're a K-pop fan, you'll find that so many K-pop stuff there. So every time I'm in that mall area where I pick up something, there's a lot of kids with K-pop stuff. But just very recently, they've had one of those smash and grabs. A couple of kids just broke into some area and just basically grabbed stuff and ran away with it. Horrible. This one right here on your right. Hopefully you guys got to see that. Yeah, right there, K-pop center. It's a nice area. There's a nice Korean restaurant there that I like, but it's not filled. What I mean by that, the mall is not fully occupied with tenants. It seems like every mall in Southern California has that, but it's busy enough, I think, where it's still profitable. But sometimes it's not a good look when many places are closed. I might do a walk there one time. If you guys follow my channel, I do a walk around in malls. So maybe one of these days I'll go there and walk around, make you guys see it. Man, it's a Sunday. I don't know why there's so many cars out. Ooh. Let me fix that camera. Now we're getting into my neck of the woods. We're in Buena Park for sure. And then once we cross that bridge, I think, that freeway, it becomes La Palma. And then it becomes Cerritos. And then Long Beach, I think. I don't know where the borders are. I just know the cities. As it goes more into the summer, maybe we'll try to go to the beach cities more. And I'll try to take more videos. Because usually when I'm driving for Uber, right now I did DoorDash, but when I'm driving for Uber, the beach cities usually get busy in the summertime. So when that happens, then we'll more than likely be doing more videos of the beach areas here in California. Right now everything's just food and, you know, offices, people going to work. Also in the summer there's more tourists, so we might end up in more touristy spots. Funny thing is, people always want to go to Hollywood, you know. Hollywood's terrible traffic wise, and just, you know, other than other areas, Hollywood's trash, I'm sorry to say. But, you know, tourists, they want to go to the Mann's Chinese Theater. They want to see the stars, the walk of the stars area. And, you know, I'll give them that. But there's so many homeless and there's so much trash in that area that I try to recommend them doing something else. But, you know, whatever they say I want. You do, because that's your job. You're your driver. You drive them to where they want to go. That place used to be in a mall. Two Jours. Hopefully I said that right. But I prefer 88 degrees. I think I said that right. They just have more option, I feel like. And I don't know, the last time I went to Two Jours, they have stale bread. That's why I didn't like it. So alright, any Southern California, which do you prefer? 88 degrees, Two Jours, or your local bakery? Now we are in the city of Cerritos. Long Beach, Cerritos, Lakewood, those are my three areas where I usually end up delivering for. Sometimes Bellflower. I don't like Bellflower very much because there's so many, what do you call this, apartments, and it's hard to find a parking spot to do your drops. Same with Long Beach. So Cerritos, Buena Park, these areas is where I usually end up. Now downtown LA is really nice. It's always busy, but man, it is hard to find a parking spot. I think we are now in Artesia, California. No, it's still Cerritos. But I know for sure if you turn right, it's Artesia. We're gonna turn left and then we're gonna head back home. Today has been a so-so day as a delivery. But I got that big one to Yorba Linda. Not again. I need a new holder for my camera. Might end up breaking this fight. On the right is Lakewood Mall. I have a video walking around inside of it if you guys want to see. I'm almost home, guys. Airport should be on my way up ahead. To my city. Alright guys, if you made it this far, thank you. Airport's on the right. I live close by, I'm not gonna tell you where. But golf course on the left. If you guys play golf, let me know. I'd like some company. I'm not good though. Airport's on the right here. Skylink's on the left. Alright guys, you made it this far, thank you. Hit a like or a follow. Leave a comment. Appreciate it if you make it this far. Alright guys, have a good day.